Let's go! So, Jacksonville Jaguars fans, you know it's Tuesday. You know it's Jag Film Day. And I want to start off here with a Liam Coen thing that I love is how analytically focused he is. Take a look at this on second and short, backed up inside your own 20. Second and short should always be a throwing down. That's exactly what he does. He runs all vertical stuff, and then he's got a check down if he wants it. And look at this throw right here from Trevor freaking Lawrence to BTJ on the comebacker. The Jags won this game on the offensive line, and you could see it on this play. Look at the movement that you get on this play side defensive tackle. That is nasty. And then when you have rookie wide receivers like Travis Hunter ready to block like this, that is some really good buy-in. You can see the DT gets all the way up to Fred Warner, and you're always going to get absolutely massive gains of yards in the run game when you have that kind of block. Third in St. Petersburg here. Look at this, man. Wow, wow, wow from Trevor Lawrence. He sees that this corner is playing off of him, and he knows BTJ is running a deep out. This is one of Trevor's better throws and one of his favorite throws, to be honest. Look at where this is placed. Boom. And then we move ahead to this run play right here, outside zone to the left side. This is ridiculously good stuff right here from the Jacksonville Jaguar blocking. These are two of the best receiving threats at their own position, making good blocks. Strange, a really good receiving tight end, good block. BTJ, obviously, a really good receiver, an elite block. I'm telling you right now, BTJ, when he was fully locked in at LSU, had some of the more ridiculous blocks you'll ever see, in that dead leg from Etienne is abso-freaking-lutely nasty. And look, how many running backs in the NFL are playing better than TE1? Third and 15, this is one of the bolder throws. I love this from Trevor Lawrence. And it's not bold in terms of the read. You can see that the safety flies out here. So a seam ball is open down the seam on a vertical. I love the fact that Trevor's not afraid to throw in Travis Hunter's way, even though in the last couple of games it's resulted in some INTs. But look at where this is placed, and look at that catch. I mean, the dude is a freak. Wow. You're not a great offense if you don't put this into your playbook. Verticals where there is one guy running directly behind the other, it is nearly impossible to guard an out. Okay, the blitz pickup is still really good. Look at that. Boom. Okay, good stuff. This almost became old Trevor Lawrence. Okay, this is just really bad at the start. In this game, your pocket has been really good. There's no need to get really antsy when things are looking like this. And you have one of the best tight ends in the NFL. You've converted so many of these pivot route first downs, even all the way back into the preseason. So Trevor, it's like, okay, I can work backside after being very jittery. And he does do that very thing. And it's an easy first down. So it's really, really, really good. This is what you need to do. If they're going to keep playing off of BTJ, you just need to keep throwing these outs. And I understand it sucks for your BTJ fantasy ownership. You want the deep stuff, but that's why you should only play in PPR leagues. The weirdest thing about the 49ers defensive issues is they have been the team that's always really good everywhere. But now their defensive tackle room is a mess. You get a really good second-level block, and this Jaguars offensive line honestly won y'all this game. It really was that good. And honestly, this is a nasty move by Tootin. This is tripping, okay? That should be a flag, but I don't know. And look at this stuff. I mean, it's just nasty offensive misdirection. And you have Trevor Lawrence rolling out here to the right side. The chip wasn't the best, but it does get Trevor around here. And Long was by far the Jaguars' highest graded offensive player per PFF. So take a look at this. Long, a good block, and then he leaks, okay? That draws this safety all the way into the box, and now Long is past him, okay? The safety knows it, Trevor just has to throw this football up into this space, and, well, it's a touchdown. It's really nasty. Now, Trevor has something with these deep outs with BTJ. If corners are going to continue to play scared, keep working them. Now, when you go up against some better corners, you're not going to have this like they gave you all first half. But still, it's easy, easy, easy stuff, and he's able to get out of bounds to preserve that. All right, it wouldn't be a Jags game if you didn't have one of these chaotic moments from T-Law. And yeah, I mean, it is very chaotic. So he steps up into this pocket and he decides to throw this football against his body and it gets picked up. But luckily enough, they did call pass interference. That's still not one I probably want to throw, but the drive continues, okay? This was a play that the Dolphins ran for a touchdown versus the Jets on Monday Night Football, and it's nasty. You get really good blocks on the edge. And let's go back to the actual snap. You have BTJ on the jet sweep motion, and you're pulling both these linemen to the left side, and it's a pitch out here. Okay, so you could see that Long is giving up a good bit of penetration right here, but it does give Etienne a running start downhill, and now you're in business. Okay, 25 just gets absolutely thrown out of the club. And Fred Warner gets slammed. Okay, that's the best linebacker arguably in the NFL. And now you get a nasty block down the field. Okay, I understand they don't have Joey Bosa, but it's still nasty work what they did to this 49ers defensive line. I mean, they toyed with them. It was really physical stuff. Simple outside zone run for 5. And then we get to this 3rd and 13. I know we're skipping quite a few plays. I don't want these to ever just be too long. Trevor decides to eat this and then just work to his check down, which is fine. But the truth is, a lot of Travis Hunter reps are resulting in interceptions and fumbles. And once again, this is Fred Warner, the best linebacker in the NFL. But this has got to get fixed. It has got to get cleaned up. It's a good recovery right there. And you end up kicking a field goal. All right, so you get the Parker Washington punt return touchdown. That was epic. And yeah, this 2-point conversion play was a mess. Okay, this is a mess. And then you work backside. This is actually one of Trevor's best throws in his arsenal. He's really good at throwing to the back of the end zone. It's just Fred Warner. I mean, you're watching a Hall of Famer do some really big things in this game. And look at these seats. I have to know how much these cost. I really, really, really do. That is so interesting. Wow. I love this from Coen. I really, really, really do. So the 49ers find a way back into the game, and you're running a quick out, once again with BTJ. Go back to your bread and butter play. Make them have to stop that. And then BTJ is able to cut up field. He's really good normally at making the first guy miss. Can't do it there. Dear freaking Lord. This throw, I mean, I say it's a throw, it's a run, okay? One thing I'll say about this run right here is if this was a true RPO, this should have been a pull and throw right here. This is a lot of space for Travis Hunter to work with. But Etienne's been really good. They decide to run this, and it's honestly not there. But Etienne waits for this hole to open up. He could see Fred Warner is jumping into this gap. He waits for it and then gets vertical. Y'all, he's playing at such a high freaking level right now. It's ridiculous. 3rd and 11, really good quarterbacking from Trevor Lawrence. You have to know that they're going to bring pressure here because if you get a sack, you have to punt. Well, maybe not with Cam Little, but still. You want to get rid of it quickly. You're probably getting man coverage. So let's work our tight end versus a corner to give our field goal kicker a better kick. And, man, it's just really good quarterbacking. It really is. All right, let's go to this 3rd and 5. An effective run game helps you when you want to split zone your tight end, which is bringing them across the back and having them slip into this open void. And because Etienne had been kicking ass, look at all that gravity. And guess what? You're able to complete this pass and win the game. This was a really solid performance from Trevor Lawrence. I do think the 49ers were extremely overvalued when you look at some of the results from the season. They were very lucky. They're very banged up, all those different things. When you play better DBs, they're going to be giving you different coverages. They're not going to give you so many pitch and catch BTJ throws. But man, this was a huge step in the right direction. And Liam Coen is the real freaking deal. I understand the post-game curriculars were what they were, but this is, to me, one of the best young coaches in the NFL right now. So comment below, do you think the Jaguars are the favorites to win the AFC South? It is Power Hour NFL. Boom. Tonight we are doing chicken. Let's go.